So hello and welcome to this six-figure launch masterclass with me, Debra Ogochukwu. In this training, I will show you a guaranteed fireproof method to make massive profits from launching anything online using this strategy which major brands use consistently. If you stay till the end, I will show you the guaranteed way to make massive profits from your launch, even though you've not launched anything before, and even if you've launched things and you've never been able to make profit from your launch. Plus, I have an amazing gift for you if you watch till the end. This training is not going to take that long, so just ensure you watch till the end to be able to get everything that I have promised. So turn off all distractions now because we're about to move. So since you're going to be listening to me, it's only fair that I introduce myself. I'm Debra Ogochukwu, founder of Legends Africa, host of your Nightspiration podcast, the first ever night podcast with the aim to help people activate their creative right brain. Okay, I've been listed among the top 35 thought leaders and experts in Nigeria by Jide Kaiji Global. You can see me here among the top 35 thought leaders and experts alongside some of these popular people here, like the amazing Minta, governor of Lagos State, William Suchemba, and a host of others. I was also the Femipreneur for She Learns here, and this is me at the Rich FM where I was invited to speak. I've helped hundreds of people around Africa master the secret in ebooks, digital products, and in selling their knowledge. And I've helped them to convert their knowledge into books and digital products even without prior knowledge. You can see some of the screenshots here. I am a transformational speaker and a transformational trainer. So I train to transform. I train to give you results. This is going to be a no-brainer presentation, and at the end of this training you will have an actionable plan which you can work with to make your launch happen. In fact, just this particular training, just a part of this training anyway, was what I shared at Creativity Nation, after which the host sent me this screenshot of someone who said that if that woman had charged 20k per head for what she taught, it's not too much. I swear to God. Oh my God. So this training is going to be a no-brainer because everything I'm sharing here is not even up to is way more than the things I shared in the class that brought this comment. So right now what you should do is remove all distractions, get a pen and a paper so you can take notes down, because we may pull this video down soon. In fact, I'm not even sure this video would last in this page for more than 24 hours. I'm not sure this video would last. So please remove all distractions, get your pen and your paper and take notes. Ready? So before we start, let's address this. What type of business products will this training work for? So if you have digital products like ebooks, online courses, online services, or business opportunities like network marketing, small businesses, even for company packages like banks, marketers, vendors, small businesses, and for NGOs who are looking to get more sponsors and to get more people to key into your vision and donate to support whatever it is you're doing. So if you fall into any of these categories, you should take this training very seriously. So imagine launching your book, launching your product, launching your business, your company packages, or whatever it is you have to offer, and hitting over 100 sales or 100 signups in just 1 to 5 hours of your launch without spending anything on that launch. Wouldn't it be amazing? Imagine all the things you could do. Imagine the feeling of accomplishment you would have if this happens for you. So now, what's the easiest and less expensive way to launch anything and be guaranteed of making massive sales? First, I'll show you the conventional and difficult ways which you already know, and most of you have done this. First, organizing a physical launch where you rent a hall, you pay for renting, then you invite random people, family and friends, and that works. Or spamming social media groups you belong to with broadcast messages of what you're about to launch. Hey guys, I'm about to introduce this amazing thing that I do. Or hey guys, I just wrote a book, or I just have this online course that I want you to try out. And then you're sending long broadcast messages to groups you belong to. This is annoying. Or it could be by making cold calls to prospects to tell them about what you have to offer, or making this cold calls to let people know about what you're about to do. But then, do these things really work? Have you actually seen any of these big brands using any of the things we just listed? Well, I'll show you why they don't work. Physical launches are expensive. You have to pay for a hall, you have to cater for refreshments, and the worst of all is that it's location restricted. Inviting family and friends from social media, these people do not even value you enough to actually pay for what you have to offer. Okay, so they may be okay to say, congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, this is your business, you succeed in it. But are they willing to pay you for what you have to offer? Your random friends and prospects who you invite may not need what you are offering. So at the end of the day, you find out that you are struggling to convert, you're struggling to make sales, or you're struggling to get sign-ups. Spamming social media groups with your broadcast messages is annoying. It is irritating, and the worst part is that it presents you as desperate, and I'm sure you do not want to be seen as desperate because you want to be seen as a person of value. Making cold calls is expensive. You get to spend your airtime, and the worst part is that you may be ignored while doing this. So now, do you want me to show you the easiest and less expensive way to launch anything? If you're ready for this, I want you to anticipate this. Are you ready to know the easiest and the less expensive way to launch or sell anything at all? Well, you just have to launch online using webinars. Okay? We already know that the world is tilting towards the technology era and everything is moving online. We know about the COVID-19 pandemic, which is ravaging the world as at the time I am recording this video. This is 2020, and this pandemic is ravaging the world and is making everyone realize how we can all thrive online, how businesses, religion, and everything can go online. So all you need to do is launch online using webinars. Now, what is a webinar? A webinar is a training, which is like a seminar, which takes place on the web, online. That's why it's called a webinar, where a facilitator teaches a group of people how to achieve a particular thing, after which he can upsell to them on how to maximize what has been taught. Okay? Now, this is important. Do not make the mistake of announcing your launch as a launch. I see people do this on this space a lot. Hello guys, I'm about to launch this book. Or hello guys, I'm about to introduce my business and I'm sure you would love it. Once you say something like that, people run. The reason is that people do not like to be sold to, even though they love to buy. So when you announce a launch, they feel like you're going to ask them to bring out money. So they run and you lose some of your prospects immediately. So what do you need to do? All you need to do is announce a free webinar where you give value and then you make your offer. Now, I told you other big brands are already using this strategy, and this is crazy. Okay, these screenshots here are from my email, and the oldest mail here is 5 days old, and that's from Tony Elemelo Foundation. But you can see this one that I got from First Bank today. Today, they are inviting me on a webinar on how to stay in business. You can see this one from Nextford University, where they are inviting me to get career advice. You can see this one from Lumen 5, and that's just how it goes. Okay? Now, First Bank is inviting me on to a webinar on how to stay in business during COVID-19 lockdown and beyond. Now, you're attending this webinar because you want to find out how to stay in business. But the truth is that First Bank is organizing this webinar so they can show you how you can still stay in business, how you don't have to go to the bank to be able to continue with your business. They're going to tell you how all you need to do is dial *894# so that you can transfer money to anyone in the world. They'll tell you how you can make more sales by telling your customers to transfer money using their bank app. They will tell you how to go download their bank app, how to come get loan from them if you need loan to be able to survive the pandemic. Now, this is them selling to you. But at this point, you do not feel like they are selling to you because they came to you through a webinar that gave you value, a webinar that promised to teach you how to stay in business. Now, using *894, does it actually help you stay in business? Yes. But what does it do for First Bank? That is them selling something to you that helps them make more money, that helps them make profits. So you must begin to think like this, and I'm going to show you how you too can think like this. Okay? So now, how can you successfully carry out your launch webinar? The first step is to ensure that you are launching to the right audience. This cannot be overemphasized. Now imagine I got stuck in a desert. I'm so thirsty because I've stayed there for 2 days and I haven't had anything to drink. I am so thirsty. I am dying of thirst at the moment. And then you approach me with a bottle of chilled water. Oh, and then you say, I'm selling this bottle of chilled water for 1,000 naira. Do you think I will buy that water? Of course I will buy it because I am thirsty. That thing you have, that bottle of water you have is what I need, and I will buy it at whatever price I can afford. Okay? So that's how you will be. You must begin to think when you want to launch anything. You must think about launching to the right audience, to the people who need what you are offering. That is the first step, and once you get this step right, then you can follow other steps to make sure that your webinar is successful and that you can hit massive profits. So then, how can you ensure that you successfully get just the right people to attend your launch? Because it's easier to say get only the right people, but how can you get just the perfect people to attend your launch webinar? Well, I may not be able to cover everything in this training, but in the 6-figure launch webinar mastermind, I show you exactly how you can get just the right and perfect people who need what you are about to offer to attend your launch. Use the link down below this video to get this incredibly insane offer before it expires. So what's the second step? The second step to launching anything through webinars and making massive profits is making sure that you launch to the numbers. I always say this, it is a numbers game. So if you can pull in 1,000 people to attend your launch webinar, where you tell them about your company package, or you tell them about your new book or your course or your small business or your network marketing opportunity, and you're only able to convert 10% of the people who attended that webinar, that will give you 100 sales. Now imagine you sold something for as low as 4,000 naira and you were able to get just 100 people to buy in 1 to 5 hours. That is 400,000 naira in just 1 to 5 hours of your launch. Because if you use the strategies that I am talking about and the strategies that I teach, you will find out how to use a fast action bonus that makes people take action immediately. But then, how can you ensure that you pull in over 1,000 people to join your launch webinar? I've seen people who organize webinars, people who have content, they have things that they really want to share, but then they end up getting just a few people to attend. It's more like you're doing house fellowship. So how can you get more people and make sure that you pull in over 1,000 people to join your launch webinar? How can you make sure that you are playing the numbers game? Well, my flooding audience generator, which I will give you for free, I'll give it to you for free, is my 7,500 naira guide, which will show you how to pull in over 1,000 people who are just your ID clients to attend your launch very easily. Okay? So you get this for free when you join the 6-figure launch webinar mastermind using the link below this video. All right. Now to the third step. What is the third step to be able to make sure that you successfully carry out your launch and you make massive profits? Well, you need to know how to present a hot offer. Okay, you must know how to create content that sells for your webinar to yield profits. Now imagine you were able to bring in the right audience. You were able to play the numbers game, have a lot of people attend your launch, but then you don't have a hot offer. You have nothing to offer. In fact, you know what you want to offer, but you do not know how to create the content that will sell what you need to offer. You will find out that you may not make as much profit as you should have made if you had a hot offer. But the good news is, my ultimate offer template is an already made template and formula which will help you create badass content for your webinar. You'll get it when you join the 6-Figure Launch Webinar Mastermind using the link below this video. Now, I'm sure you've heard the 6-Figure Launch Webinar Mastermind over and over, and you're wondering, what is this? Well, the 6-Figure Launch Webinar Mastermind is my complete A to Z guide, which has been proven capable of helping you launch anything online using webinars and be sure to make over 100 sales within just 1 to 5 hours. So, if you don't know what you need to do that will bring in the sales, if you cannot afford to organize a physical launch, if you're tired of creating digital products, prospecting to random people online about your business, and you want something that works, or if you're an organization who is looking to get more people to donate, then this webinar mastermind is for you. Okay? It is for you, and you should not miss the opportunity to get it now. So what do you get in the 6-Figure Launch Webinar Mastermind? You get my 3-step ultimate launch formula, which will show you exactly the very 3 steps you need to take to be able to launch anything online. It doesn't matter what you are launching, whether it is a physical product or a digital product, or if it's a company package or a service. This will help you to launch anything, and it's worth $4,500. You also get my webinar creation basics, which will show you how to create amazing webinars, whether or not you've created the webinar before, whether or not you know how to create even your webinar slides, or you know how to do anything that has to do with webinars. This is worth 5,000 naira only. Well, you also get the Launch Webinar Content Creation Mastery, which will show you how to create badass content that sells for your webinar. This is worth 30,000 naira, and these things are so cheap at this rate. You also get the ultimate webinar offer sequence, which will show you the direct sequence, the step-by-step sequence that you need to take to be able to launch and make profits. Okay, it's not just about going out there and creating content just for your webinar. You must know the sequence. You must know how to lead your clients from the beginning to the ending, because just like a plane, your taking off and your landing matters. So this sequence will show you just how to create a badass webinar, and this is worth just 15,000. Then you get my 2-week webinar launch plan, which gives you a plan that you can follow for 2 weeks before, during, and after your launch. This is worth 5,000 naira. So in total, you are getting this for 59,500 naira only. And at this price, now, if what 59,500 naira did for you was help you understand how you can launch anything and make 6 figures continuously for the rest of your life, for the rest of the time on earth when webinars will continue to sell, for the rest of the time on earth when launching anything online will be the gold, wouldn't it be worth it? I'm sure it would. I'm sure you just answered that it would, because the return on investment it's amazing. But then, because I love to give value, I will add my 24-hour bonuses for you. So the first bonus you get if you join the 6-Figure Launch Webinar Mastermind right now, if you join now and in the next 24 hours, is my flooding audience generator, which will help you know exactly how to get over 1,000 people to join your webinar on repeat. Okay, you also get the 50+ hot niches pack, just in case you don't know what to launch, in case you've not discovered yourself, you don't know what you're going to sell, but you feel that I love this and I want to be able to do this. Hey, the 50 plus hot niches pack will show you 50 hot niches you can decide to start monetizing in. Okay, then you also get my Supreme Web Sales Letters, which is worth 5,000 naira. That will help you create sales letters for your webinar and for any other thing you want to sell. It doesn't just have to be for webinars. Now, the total of the bonuses I'll be giving to you for free is 15,000 naira only. So the total value for this 6-figure launch webinar mastermind is 74,500 naira only. But like I asked before, if all this did for you was show you how to consistently make over 100 sales from your launch, would it be worth it? Well, on a normal day, I sell this for 50,000 naira. That's the market price, because of course I have to give you a discount or do something to let you know that, okay, I'm trying to support you. Okay, so on the normal day, I sell this for 50,000 naira only. But then, for today only, and because you have stayed up to the end of this training, I will reward you by giving you this for just 5,000 naira. So that means if you have 5,000 naira now, you can get into the mastermind today as against 50,000 naira. Now, I'm going to make sure that this doesn't stay too long so that those who have already paid for the mastermind do not come for my head. I do not want them to come for my head. So please, if you really want to join this, if you feel that this is for you, make payment to the account details here or use the link below to join the webinar immediately. If you make payment to the accounts here, just in case you do not want to use the link, please do fill the form here so that we'll be able to get your details and enroll you into the Legends Africa Academy so that you can get started and get lifetime access to all of this. Now, with all of this, you can be rest assured that you will launch and hit 6 figures in sales in just a few hours from your launch. Now imagine launching an offer of just 5,000 naira and then you're converting only 10% of your 1,000 audience. Just 10% of that audience. That would give you 500,000 naira in just 1 to 5 hours of your launch. Okay, I launched as a newbie and I did this, and it's crazy. And I've shown this to a number of people who have gotten the same results, and you can be just among them. So what if this can help you? What if you will be able to achieve this? With the strategies that I share, you will be able to hit this figure without prior knowledge or without paying for any event hall, because you don't need an event hall. You're going to host this webinar in a place where you host it for free. Okay? So do you want to launch your own products, your own services, or your own opportunities online using webinars and make guaranteed 6 figures from just your launch? Do you want to get access to this thing that can help you do this over and over and over? Use the link below this video to get in now. Did you get value from this training? Do you now have an idea as to what you have been doing wrong and why your launch has been a flop? If you got value from this training, do not forget to share so you can get others to watch this too before the video is pulled down. So you can go back to the post that led you to this video and just make a comment. Tell other people to come watch this before we pull the video down so that they too can find out just how they can launch anything online. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you for staying to the end of this training. I'll see you on the other side.